Hi there, my name is Fractured PJ, and this is the continuation of the Shops Only Terraria series. In this video, my friend Celbred and I will finally find out if Shops Only Terraria is possible. These are the rules, which I went over in the last video, but here's a reminder. Also, we added in 2 new additions to the rules. The first of which is that we aren't able to use the shotgun, causing early hard mode to be quite a bit more difficult. And second, we can't use the proximity mine launcher. This would lead to our best weapons being lackluster at best against stronger foes. I hope you enjoy Hard Mode Shops Only Terraria. As hard mode begins, Flaws quickly breaks many demon altars, allowing for Cobalt, Orichalcum, and Titanium to spawn into the world. As underground ore mining commences, Michelle finds the wizard, who, during the Blood Moon, sells an incredibly underrated mage weapon called the Killing Deck, which was added in the 1.4.5 update. Pirates soon invade the world, seeking to loot and pillage any items they can from Flaws and Michelle. Michelle continues building, while Flaws finds the hollow and farms 200 pixie dust to create pixie wings for both players. Flaws and Michelle find some gelatin crystals in the underground hollow and spawn the Queen Slime, hoping for an early hard mode victory. They are unsuccessful in their attempt. Flaws speaks with the traveling merchant to buy a mystic robe, the current best magic set when paired with his magic hat, which gives reduced mana cost as well as increased magic damage. The traveling merchant is a necessary evil in this playthrough. Without him, there wouldn't be many of the better available weapons. He may sell the Sergeant United Shield, the Gatligator, the Code 2 after 1 mech boss has been defeated, and finally, the Pulse Bow after all 3 mech bosses have been defeated. Because demon altars have been broken, there is a 10% chance that 1 mechanical boss will spawn. Flaws and Michelle happen to get the twins, by far the easiest boss with their current weapon. Killing Deck quickly carries both of the adventurers through the fight, despite Michelle's lack of any magic-based accessories. With the twins defeated, the pair can finally utilize their defender medals to get both the apprentice armor set for Flaws and the huntress's set for Michelle. At this point in the playthrough, Michelle decides to focus on range damage while Flaws goes for magic. Building soon begins on the Happy Hamster, as a housing complex for the Aether has become a necessity. After engaging Billy the Angler within the Terrarian's creation, both went back to sleep and wait for more traveling merchants to spawn with the weapons both so desire. With their superior armor sets, Michelle and Flaws determine that it's time to fight the Queen Slime, the matriarch of the Hollow.
I think we good.
The Queen Slime goes on quite easily with the combination of the killing deck and the new sentries that Flaws and Michelle bought. After the Queen Slime fight, the party girl moves in, who Flaws and Michelle take heavy inspiration from in order to come up with a name for the hamster.
What should he be named?
ISIS.
This guy should be named ISIS?
Yep.
They
can all be ISIS.
I was thinking Jeffrey, you know, but okay.
Aptly naming her Isis after both the Egyptian goddess and the party girl. Flaws takes quite a few risks in order to get the traveling merchant to spawn.
Okay, that's it. I'm betting it all on black if there's a merchant today. I bet it all on my house and a
You don't own a house. This is my house.
I bet it all on the house. It's too late.
Great.
This one's on all the clothes on my body. This is for all the hair on my body. This is for my wee-wee. I'm betting ISIS on the next one.
After another few days of sleeping, Flaws and Michelle begin construction on an ice home for more NPCs. A solar eclipse spawns in, which is a slight annoyance to the Terrarians who hope to finish their sleeping as quickly as possible. The pair becomes very annoyed by the notifications of the truffle attempting to move in, and they therefore begin construction on a mushroom planet for the truffle to move into. After a few more nights of sleeping, Flaws and Michelle find themselves facing Skeletron Prime, the upgraded version of Skeletron with new gadgets of destruction. The adventurers handily take down the boss with their killing decks and sentries. The pair decides they have little to lose and spawn in the destroyer. By using the cannon, they can deal huge damage to multiple segments at once, making the fight quite trivial. The destroyer goes down easily, and the adventurers mine up chlorophyte to make chlorophyte bullets, which never end up getting made. As well as mining for chlorophyte, the pair begin to gather life fruits in the underground jungle to increase their max HP to 500. As the Terrarians head back to sleep and begin to watch Karen videos,
but let the Gentiles continue to drink. It's not fair.
The Gentiles?
Yes, I do, baby. But all I'm trying to say is justice, because at the end of the day, when you look me up, my grandfather's last name is Marshall.
I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this video, it would mean a ton if you would like and subscribe. And I also wanted to thank everybody who liked, commented, and subscribed with all the positivity in part 1. Thanks for your support. Now let's get back into the video. Both grinded at the destroyer some more for money. Flaws finds a nice pair of Chronos wings. As the bored Terrarians settled back down into their bed, they began to wonder what other people thought of American customs, and so they went to Reddit.
What do you bring to a 4th of July party?
Fireworks.
Most American holiday.
Fireworks and American spirit.
Before the Old One's army gets any more difficult, the pair decides it would be in their best interest to farm it out for a while to get some more Defender medals. By utilizing the cannon, the adventurers defeat the army easily. And back to sleep they went, watching many drunk fools, well, make fools of themselves.
She used her position for special treatment.
Come to the West Coast. People don't play that. We don't play with people telling us that. That's what got me up. And he laughed in my face. People from Staten Island. And then she said, "What is this fight about?" And he called the police.
Eventually, Michelle finds the pulse bow in a traveling merchant shop, and Flaws finds the Galligator. Flaws and Michelle decide not to wait any longer and finally build an arena for Plantera. Although there was a small accident in the jungle,
Just completely blew my... What are you doing?
Oopsie.
Oh my gosh, I have no HP.
both continue construction, and soon, the true queen of the jungle roams into view. The Terrarians have no issues defeating Plantera with Michelle's new pulse bow and the Galligator. The pair begins the monotonous task of scouring the dungeon for Bone Leap in order to craft the Master Ninja gear. Afterwards, the Terrarians spawn in the Pumpkin Moon, defeating the Morning Wood and the Pumpkin in quick succession.
Look, it's what I have every single day.
Afterwards is back to sleeping and watching true crime YouTube documentaries.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
After over 10 hours of sleeping, the Terrarians finally wisen up and begin to fish to get the Moondial and Sundial. After not very long in the ocean, Flaws manages to find the enchanted sundial in a pearl wood crate.
Oh, I got it! Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
And like an idiot, he shimmers the sundial into the moondial, quickly defeating the purpose of the object, seeing as it can't be shimmered back, and causing it to be far less useful for the Terrarians' playthrough.
Well, that's not good.
They soon realize this and go back to the ocean. After only a few more minutes of fishing, Flaws manages to fish up another pearlwood crate with yet another enchanted sundial.
I got another one! Holy crap!
The chances of this happening back to back in pearlwood crates are around 1 out of 4,000. The Terrarians finally begin to wise up, exiting the game and re-entering to maximize wandering trader spawns.
Yes.
The adventurers, who are currently not adventuring, but rather still sleeping, begin to watch the grand tour.
After our feast, it was time for bed, and we were shown to the best rooms in the house.
And then Fight Club.
First rule of Fight Club is...
And then more true crime.
You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
There is no body count. He is reduced down to nothing.
And finally...
Oh my gosh!
After around 20 hours of sleeping, the traveling merchant gives the Terrarians what they came to find, the orange sapinator. The Terrarians waste no time, quickly clearing the jungle temple of any traps and creating a small arena for Golem. The arena provided to the pair is quite small, and therefore, their first attempt is barely a failure. the Terrarians begin to fight the jungle deity once again, and find themselves doing quite a bit better. Having learned from their mistakes, Golem goes down quite easily, and the Terrarians can finally buy better armor sets, being the Dark Guard set and the Red Riding set for magic damage and range damage respectively. As well as some very nice new armor sets, the Terrarians can also get the Flame Burst Staff and Explosive Trap Staff, both being direct upgrades to their previous centuries. With the defeat of the Golem, a Martian probe finds Michelle and starts the Martian invasion. The Martian saucer crashes quickly after. Terrarians attempt to fight the Old One's army once again with Betsy. To little success. The Frost Moon becomes far more viable with their new armor and weapons, allowing the pair to defeat the Everscream, Santa NK1, and finally, the Ice Queen. The Terrarians decide to fight Duke Fishron next. And as the truffle worm enters into the water, enticing the massive big shark to Flaw's line, the beast of the ocean begins to chase after the pair. After one failed attempt, they both go in feeling far more confident in their abilities. Next, the adventurers attempt to farm for Fishron wings, without much luck.
Nope, no wings. Nope. I got the whip.
They then focus on building a larger arena for the Empress of Light, and they end up failing their first attempt.
$200 damage!
Love then enters the air when Flaws crafts a potion and gives it to Michelle.
That's a love potion. Oh, mechanic!
What the barnacles? Okay.
Is that one for the mechanic as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
The Terrarians then become serious, spawning in the Queen of the Hollow, the Empress of Light.
Okay.
Heroes never die!
Good job. Jeez, I got carried.
Despite taking most of the night to beat, she is defeated without any major struggle. The Terrarians want to quickly beat the lunatic cultist so they can progress and finally finish the playthrough. The cultist has other plans, however. The next attempt, as the cult followers fall and the summoning circle begins, Flaws buffs up and the pair begin to fight the cultists again. Finally, the Terrarians rid the dungeon of its cult leader. The pillars take around an hour to complete and are quite boring. The first attempt at the Moonlord is a failure by a long shot, although Michelle finds that by using the magic mirror, you can dodge the Moonlord's healing leeches. While normally this wouldn't be an issue, with the low damage they can change the whole course of the fight. The second attempt goes worse than the first, with the pair barely having dealt 20,000 of the Moonlord's 290,000 health. And so, the Terrarians decide that they must get more gear if they're going to have a chance of defeating the massive moon squid. The adventurers farm Duke Fishron a few more times and finally get the Fishron wings. Then, the Empress of Light is killed once again, and the pair receives the Empress wings. This, combined with the Soaring Insignia, means that Flaws will have some of the best mobility in the game, and Michelle inherits Flaws' Fishron wings. Some improvements are then made to the arena, adding a small house in the sky, teleporters to the platform, and hooking up 4 heart statues the adventurers have found during their many expeditions. Third attempt was the best yet, with the pair getting the Moonlord's health down by about 60,000. Michelle then had the bright idea to add in a large amount of asphalt to possibly outrun the leeches. This attempt ends better with around 70,000 of the Moonlord's health down.
We're doing good! For the most part.
Right. Oh no. I'm choking.
You're juggling. You're getting juggled so hard.
Oh my gosh.
The pair then decides to begin construction on an underground hollow farm to get the Rod of Discord, the next major upgrade that would surely help them in their attempts to beat the Moonlord. Flaws teleports to Isis and speaks with the party girl, who at the moment is selling a weapon that was completely overlooked in the preparation of the playthrough, the Celebration, a post-Golem ranged launcher with mediocre damage. Although Flaws only intended to buy some bubbles for honey, this weapon would end up being the saving grace of the playthrough. As Flaws finds his Rod of Discord, it's not too long before Michelle's ambles along the conveyor belts. The fourth attempt was the best yet, getting the Moonlord well below half health and breaking open both of his hands and nearly his top eye.
Stop, Zach! Can I get a box of Thin Mints?
Although the fight was good, it still took the Terrarians over 20 minutes, demonstrating just how much concentration was required to defeat this difficult boss. The pair need to gather more defender medals to obtain the correct ranged armor set for Flaws, so they do the old one's army again, and this time, due to Flaws switching to the Celebration, the fight against Betsy goes smoothly. The 5th attempt ends quickly due to a misclick on Michelle's part.
I hit by both of those lasers.
Oh, what the? I just switched to my vanity set, or my second set.
Oh no.
Pillars are defeated once again. The 6th attempt finally begins with our adventurers determined to defeat the celestial being once and for all. As the Moonlord's laser passes through Michelle's body, the pair doubts if they'll actually be able to beat it. If maybe the challenge is too difficult, and they should have done it in classic mode.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
As the 7th attempt begins, something feels different. The Moonlord's health dwindles and his hands break open, revealing large teeth inside. The top eye goes down, breaking open the core of the Moonlord.
Okay, his eye's out. I'm dead.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
A new strategy emerges 4 minutes into fighting the core, and Flaws and Michelle begin to gain ground on the muscular squid lord.
Is that actually working?
Yeah, I literally haven't taken any damage.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm doing damage.
Give me the baby. Yeah. Oh no, did you force grieve? Okay. Oh no. Thank you, I don't like that, yeah. Okay, you can stop talking now.
And finally, after an over 40-minute long fight, Shops Only Terraria has been bested.
No, I wasn't there to see it. No.
This playthrough took a tremendous amount of time and planning to complete. It would mean a ton if you liked and subscribed to support Stale Bread and me as we do large projects like this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another video.